Under the ancient shade of a sacred banyan tree, the Buddha shared wisdom that resonated deeply with those who sought peace and clarity. His stories were like rivers, flowing gently, yet carrying profound lessons that could wash away the burdens of the soul. One day, a merchant consumed by anger and resentment approached the Buddha, seeking solace for the turmoil in her heart. What followed was a tale of transformation, illustrating the liberating power of forgiveness. Watch till the end of this story to discover its core essence and uncover the moral that can inspire your own journey. If you find these stories meaningful, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like for more timeless wisdom from the Buddha. In a bustling town near the forest, there lived a merchant named Hannah. Known for her sharp mind and unwavering determination, Hannah had built a successful trade network. Yet, behind her prosperity lay a heart burdened with resentment. Years ago, a trusted partner had deceived Hannah, causing her to lose a significant portion of her wealth. Though Hannah eventually recovered financially, the betrayal left a deep scar. Each time she saw someone she trusted, doubt would creep in. Each time she heard the partner's name, anger flared in her heart. One evening, while visiting a nearby village, Hannah heard that the Buddha was in the forest. Desperate to rid herself of her inner turmoil, she decided to seek the Buddha's wisdom. As Hannah approached, she saw the Buddha seated serenely under the banyan tree, surrounded by a few disciples. Bowing deeply, Hannah shared her story. "Master," she said, "the anger I carry feels like a fire, consuming my peace and leaving me restless. How can I let go of this resentment?" The Buddha listened with a compassionate smile. After a moment, he said, "Hannah, would you be willing to carry a stone for me?" Hannah was puzzled but agreed. The Buddha handed her a smooth stone and said, "Carry this stone in your hand for the next day and return to me tomorrow." Hannah took the stone and left. At first, it felt light, but as the day progressed, the stone began to feel heavier. It hindered her work, and by evening, her hand ached from gripping it so tightly. The next day, Hannah returned to the Buddha and placed the stone at his feet. "Master, the stone seemed small at first, but the longer I held it, the heavier it became. It drained my energy and made everything else harder." The Buddha nodded. Anger and resentment are like that stone. The longer you hold on to them, the heavier they feel. They sap your energy, cloud your judgment, and make life more difficult. "But Master," Hannah said, "how do I let go when the memories of betrayal keep haunting me?" The Buddha gestured to the river flowing nearby and said, "Come with me." They walked to the riverbank, where the Buddha picked up another stone and threw it into the water. The stone disappeared beneath the surface, the ripples quickly fading. "Hannah," the Buddha said, "forgiveness is like tossing a stone into the river. It does not erase what happened, but it frees you from the weight of carrying it. The river of life flows on, and so can you. But how do I forgive someone who caused me so much pain?" Hannah asked. The Buddha smiled and said, "Forgiveness begins within. Let me guide you through the steps to awaken through forgiveness." Steps to awaken through forgiveness. 1. Acknowledge your pain. Begin by recognizing the hurt you feel. Pretending it doesn't exist only strengthens its hold on you. Be honest with yourself. 2. Understand the power of letting go. Forgiveness is not for the other person. It is for you. It liberates your heart and mind, allowing you to experience peace. 3. Cultivate compassion. Consider that those who hurt others often act out of ignorance, fear, or their own pain. Compassion can soften your anger. 4. Shift your focus. Instead of dwelling on the betrayal, focus on the lessons it taught you and the strength you've gained. 5. Commit to the practice. Forgiveness is not a single act, but a continuous practice. Each time resentment arises, remind yourself of the freedom that forgiveness brings. Hannah reflected deeply on these words. Over time, she began to practice the steps the Buddha had shared. At first, it was difficult. The memories of betrayal resurfaced, and anger threatened to take hold. But each time, Hannah reminded herself of the stone and the river. Slowly, the weight in her heart began to lighten. Months later, Hannah returned to the Buddha with a radiant smile. "Master, she said, "I no longer feel the fire of anger. Letting go has brought me peace, and I see life with new clarity and possibilities." The Buddha nodded, his eyes filled with warmth. When you let go of anger and resentment, you awaken to the beauty of the present moment. Forgiveness transforms not only your heart, but your entire life. Moral of the story: forgiveness is a transformative power that frees us from the chains of anger and resentment. By letting go, we experience peace, liberation, and the ability to embrace new possibilities for growth and joy. Forgiveness is not about condoning the past, but about choosing freedom and awakening in the present. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like for more inspiring tales and timeless wisdom from the Buddha.